From the creators of Bullseye, 52nd Engineer KAAYADAN Brigade proudly presents Team KAAYADAN. We always move forward. Leagues apart from the sterling brigade that now proudly waves its banner high in the sweet Mindanao air, the beginnings of the 52nd Engineer Brigade were nothing but humble, driven only by the government's vision to accelerate the development of the Philippines' southern frontier. Much like the proverbial mustard seed, the inherent greatness of that vision, which germinated within the brilliant minds, finally saw the light of day with the proclamation of General Headquarters Armed Forces of the Philippines General Order No. 2 on the 1st of July, 1969. The 4 Military Area Command offered to cradle the infant unit inside Camp Evangelista in Patag, Cagayan de Oro City. However, Colonel Oscar F. Natividad, the first commander of the 52nd Engineer Brigade Philippine Army, had other plans in mind. The commander was looking for a specific place to serve as the Army Engineers' permanent home in southern Philippines. It was not long before the municipality Manolo Fertich, comfortably nestled at the bosom of mighty Kitanglad in Bukidnon, and was chosen. As is fitting, the new headquarters took the name of the picturesque town that adopted it, and for many years proudly bore the name Camp Manolo Fertich. 6 engineer construction battalions, namely the 552, 542, 543, 512, 534, and 524 engineer construction battalions were assigned to the newly activated brigade. With everything set, the organization of the brigade headquarters began with volunteers from the 51st Engineer Brigade sea-lifted to Cagayan de Oro by the Navy. After just 16 months, on the 1st of January 1971, the 52nd Engineer Brigade was deactivated pursuant to General Order No. 278, General Headquarters, Armed Forces of the Philippines, dated 2nd of January 1971. The personnel and equipment were absorbed by the 51st Engineer Brigade Philippine Army and was renamed as the 531st Engineer Construction Group, 51st Engineer Brigade Philippine Army. 3 years later, on the 1st of March 1974, 52nd Engineer Brigade was again activated as a unit of the Armed Forces of the Philippines by virtue of General Order No. 387 issued by the General Headquarters Armed Forces of the Philippines, and the Philippine Army reassigned 5 engineer construction battalions from the 51st Engineer Brigade Philippine Army to the 52nd Engineer Brigade, namely the 512, 524, 534, 542, and 544 Engineer Construction Battalions. The brigade stayed true to its vision and promise of paving the road of development for the people of Mindanao, from building irrigation systems, schools, bridges, roads, well drills, and transmission lines, to conducting rehabilitation and rescue operations during disasters and catastrophes. The 52nd Engineer Brigade Philippine Army continued being in the front line to improve life in Mindanao and provide peace and progress to the communities. For 53 fruitful years, 52nd Engineer Brigade remained formidable and unwavering, focusing on its development support operation as the Army Engineers of Eastern Mindanao. For the years to come, the KAAYADAN troopers will continue to perform their sworn duties with quality and distinction.